Hi, this is Wei here. This is preparation for league start. As usual, I'm not gonna go too much in the patch notes. Usually I do go into patch notes. I'm just way too lazy. And honestly speaking, this particular league, I don't really have a lot of time. I'm gonna move house somewhere like a week right after league starts, or maybe like half a week after league starts. So a lot of my time is gonna be spent there. And my priorities have to get in order because PoE is just a video game. And the house that I'm moving to cost us, okay, $250,000, not quarter, $750,000. So just saying, it would be nice to enjoy that part rather than PoE. Just being frank. All right. Okay, so this is the league starter for 3.27. I'm going to briefly run through the build, give you some rough idea of what it needs to operate and generally the budget for it. So first and foremost, this is an assassin. I have not plugged in the new assassin ascendancies, but I've tried to simulate as much of it as possible by some additional stuff. I'm using the ruthless tree mainly because the all damage can poison is here, and I don't want to just put a manual config. It's just too annoying. So I'm just gonna run this. Obviously, there will be stronger effects. So this is kind of like not ideal, but it's within range of what you would expect from this build, right? And this is a level 66 simulation, so this is something you should reasonably achieve by day one. Sure, some of the items may or may not be expensive, just calling it out here. If any luck, maybe these things won't be expensive, but if they are, then maybe it'll take a bit longer than a day one start. But this is generally what I hope to achieve. So level 66 and level 66, right? I'm gonna drop the POB, so if you really want this POB, you can just pull it from there. It's not really that big of an issue. So just gonna cover the core mechanics of this build and how the damage is being scaled. I'm gonna go through the custom configs as well. 20% more damage is just because all your hits are okay. Well, everything's effectively a crit. I need to get accuracy up. I haven't fixed it. You can probably get it off like a helm slot or something. I have not put anything else here. So boots, amulet, helm is not being filled. Belt is not being filled. So you can probably get accuracy on helm if you wanted to. There are other ways to get accuracy as well. I'm not gonna bother with it. So this is what you see at the moment. You can probably get 100% hit chance and effectively 100% crit chance. But yeah, let's go into details. So this is a poison build. That is the flat damage you're doing is mostly cold damage. So that gives you opportunities to scale damage in a way like you can run heat shiver, for example. And then you set chill to like maybe about 20%. Not too bad numbers here. But if you don't have a heat shiver, damage is still pretty respectable, just 50% less. You could also go for eventually at some point you can go for replica red trail, which should be easy to drop because these things there will be heist runners, yeah. And then you go self poison setup. So red trail basically allows you to get basically oversupply of power charges, and then you can like do self poison and then use the unaffected by damaging elements, and then do like some self chill, self poison mechanic. So there are a lot of opportunities here to scale damage in a very cheap way, and because a lot of it's uniques, you're gonna have not as much a problem to like just gear this, right? So primarily gonna use a white wind. White wind is super good early because of the insane flat, high evasion, cold damage percentage, and suppression. So 40 is a bit high, isn't it? Yeah, you need a pretty well rolled one if you want like suppression cap, but should be able to hit suppression cap with extra like 2 nodes or something if you let's see what the white wind ranges are. 30, 40, yeah, another 2 nodes and you should be able to hit suppression cap. So it's just extra 2 levels if you get a poorly rolled one. Tassalio sign, really good flat because of the cold damage against chilled enemies, and then you have chance to avoid being chilled as well. and then evasion, which, you know, as I said, is good, and then chances to freeze. Even though you're probably going to freeze every hit because of the crit chance. So it's a Flicker Striker power build. You're an assassin, so generating power charge is pretty easy, right? 10% chance to gain a power charge on crit. I think it's higher, I'm not sure. This is just the ruthless numbers, but if you need more power charge on crit, you can always like drop this and run like power charge on critical. That works too, you know, instead of unbound on a falling, right? And then because of multi-strike, you're gonna get a lot of hits, a lot of crits, so very good chance you can get permanent sustain on your power charges. Yeah, so this plus power charge on crit, on hit, on crit, and then Flicker Strike power itself has some power charge generation, right? 50% at 20% quality, so you should be able to keep this up permanently. Also, you can run the replica red trail if you have problems with that, but don't think that should be an issue. Anyway, wait, do I have 100% chance of... Oh yeah, I do have 100% chance of poison. Okay, let's see, unbound. All gem levels are set to 17, 18, which is around the 66 range. Alright, running through the tree. A lot of dagger nodes, a lot of crit damage, crit multi nodes. Elemental damage does affect your poison damage because of the all damage can poison, and because your flat is pretty much cold. You have some chaos multiplier as well, chaos dot multi. Critical strikes with daggers poison the enemy, so 100% chance to poison, which means you don't need to get poison chance anywhere else. You pass through here, these are really good nodes, yeah. And then get some suppression, some damage nodes, life nodes, accuracy, dagger nodes, mark nodes. You're gonna run Assassin's Mark. Assassin's Mark with Mark and Crit is pretty accessible. You're gonna run Perfect Agony because 100% chance to crit. Without it, if you're looking at multi, it's close to 455, 59. Now that's with 50% elusive, right? Is it 50? Yeah. Oh yeah, 50% elusive. So that means that is elusive, averaged out elusive. All right, this is your averaged out elusive. I'm not sure if that's computing correctly, but whatever. Yeah. So yeah, Perfect Agony, suppression here, crit chance here, crit multi here, and then accuracy, life, suppression. Pretty straightforward. It's not too complex to build. Reason why I'm starting Assassin is because I'm kind of bored of everything else. Really don't want to play something that's meta at the moment. Ignite is meta, Slams are meta, Deadeye's probably gonna be meta. I just don't want to do that. It's just, I've had enough of the meta stuff and I want to just play something unique. There's a bunch of opportunities here for scaling as well. You can pivot into spells. You can pivot into Cobra Lash, dagger style gameplay. You can also do stacking if you want, if you really want to. Like you can go deck stacking and then run bottom. You can go in stacking and run top, and then run like in stacking daggers. You can do in stacking Wanda. Yeah, lots of opportunities. And then you're gonna do mostly poison scaling, so you should hit poison dot cap. I think the assassin's problem is mostly your survivability. Survivability is not great on assassin. For mapping, yes, with the, I'm not sure you want to go this, to be honest. It will require 4 points now. Right now it requires 2. But yeah, I think at some point you will probably start doing an instack version, I think, and then you get escape artist. Or you go into like spellcaster. You want to stack power and frenzy charges, or you get stack frenzy and endurance. Like you run replica badge, and then you run swift killer or something. Swift killer and replica badge, or you run escape artist and a pretty tanky chest, and then you just go ES, in stacking into ES, have loads of ES, have loads of mana. You can also consider using whispers to do mana stacking and then do chaos damage ramping on your attacks. Lots of ways to do it. You can go Mamba, Cobra Lash, if you want to go a very clear setup. You can run Beanos if you want clear, because then you can like get flat scaling from elsewhere, like mana stacking. You can go stuff like, because all damage can poison, you can go lightning, so like Mind of the Council is going to be pretty good as well, and just go down here and get mana nodes, get Mind of a Meta, that sort of thing. So lots of opportunities here, and if you want to, you can go Mines too. You can go SS nodes and get maybe a Sabo node from the Flesh Flames. You can go like Cast and Crit because of the cooldown recovery rate, and then you also get like summon trigger bots. That works too. Spell slinger setup. There's a lot of things you can do, I think. So that I will probably start Assassin and figure things out as I go. Have fun with it. But yeah, this is gonna be the league starter just because of how cheap it is to run. Like a Strike of Power. I've actually never tried it before, so should be pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me see. 10-minute video? Yeah, that's about right. Okay, see you guys. Let me see. Is there anything else I need to cover? Itemization, pathing. Did I pick the kill all? No. Let me see. Probably going to be Kraton for move speed. Or Alira for early. I think Alira for early. Actually, no, maybe Kraton. Yeah, Kraton move speed's just nice. You get loads of move speed too because of the elusive. And this is without like Quicksilver and Silver Flask. So yeah, can definitely make the move speed up to 100%. And then Figure Strike should give you decent clear. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can also like get some reservation stuff like here. Oops. Maybe around like a Herald or something, like Herald Ice for better clear. But yeah, not something I'm focusing on at the moment. This is really just the absolute budget, right? It's man, just showing you the base uniques. I'm just gonna gun for at that point. All right. See you guys. I'm out. Bye.